What's up, man? Mr. Liggett, what's up, brother? Let me turn this heater off. Man, these weekends go fast, don't they? Don't they go fast, brother? I hope you can hear me all right. I'm just winding some things down. I wanted to pop on. I'm beat. I'm beat. We got the heat. You hear the heater running? Man, that was a great stream that Buckin did today. Sounds good. All good. Good to see you, Dan, the tree man. What's up, brother? I hope you hear me. I'm just going to turn this heater off for the time being. Got all the electrical done. I'm just cleaning up some electrical stuff. Figured I would definitely connect with you guys. There's no knob on this heater yet, so we're going to turn this off for now. Got the 220 heater going. We got all kinds of things buttoned up here. I might move you guys a little closer. You guys look like you're pretty far away here, huh? Tim Basco, I'm driving. I'll listen. No worries. Yank Duda, what's up, brother? Yank, I got some good news for you tomorrow, man. We might have a preview of what we're working on. Stephen Letts, what's up, brother? Oh man, it's been a weekend. I had to get caught up on some projects. Got the electrical done. Got 220 run out to the shed, 50 amp circuit. Got my welding plug hooked up. Moved that over. Got the heater in. Got the heater wired up. That's good to go. I'm just buttoning up some electrical stuff here and cleaning up. Messed around a little bit with some saws earlier. Been messing around with this Husky axe. Got some handles for this Husky axe, so I might give this a shot here. Throwing a handle on. Clean this thing up. Got it pretty sharp. I should tape that so I don't get cut. But I've been messing around with it. Started that. Been messing around in the evenings. It's great to see everyone. Got my grandfather's saw running. Thank you for all you guys that checked out that video with my nephew and I. That was a lot of fun. He loves making videos and being here. We went out to the campfire last night. I shot some of the electrical video last night that might help some people, and then he came over and wanted to do the fire camping, as he calls it. So we hung out by the campfire, built a fire last night, and just hung out by that. So I had to finish the video up today for the electrical stuff and got that done. So that was good. And just been messing around, cleaning up the shop, trying to make some room with the welding cart in here now. It's starting to get pretty crazy. Alyssa Bell, hope the weather is good there. Alyssa, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. You guys are awesome. Weather's probably right now it's 50, about 52 in the shop. So the shop's been holding around 52 with that heater. This thing breathes big time because I don't have much insulation just on the ceilings. I'm gonna put the tape up there now and button up some stuff, but it's a little late in the year to get the heater going. But my dad got me that heater for nothing, so I figured I'd try it, and it fired right up. So that's awesome. What's up, Kim? 307, Tasman, great to see you. Nice Spirit Fire today, Taz. I listened to your Spirit Fire while I was working. I was under the deck wiring in the 6.3 wire, getting that done. So I was listening to Buckin, and I caught your stream or your video beforehand. Ralph, what's up, brother? Great to see you guys. I hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. There was some really cool stuff going on. Guy named Matt made a video. Him and his son got inspired to make a video themselves and start their channel up. Matt Comar excavator. Matt Comar the excavator, something like that. But they did an awesome first video. If I have, and I said this in my video for the electrical video, but if I can inspire one person to get out there and capture some footage with their family, that to me makes every video that I ever do worth it, whether they get a lot of views or they don't. One person, that's all it takes. And as long as we have that, we're going to keep rolling. It's been in the 70s and almost 80s. We had a warm spell there for a while, and then it cooled off. It went back to cool. It's cooling off at night still, so we're getting closer. The birds are out. We have Katie already got the bird feeder set up. We fed the birds, so we have that going on. Just a lot of odds and ends projects, a lot of trips to Home Depot just to get a couple odds and ends. But Those are some good looking chainsaws on the shelf. Yeah, Betty. Turbo T. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Good to see you. Good stuff with the video yesterday. Turbo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I love this is where my channel started. It started as just a family fun, capture the moments type of thing. And that's where the capture all the pixels came from, and just try to capture the moments, because it's so much fun to be able to go back. And some days, you know, I know my nephew will be able to look back and watch these videos when he's a lot older, and we'll have them. And we didn't grow up with that kind of stuff. We barely had the VHS tapes. I mean, I'm not that old, but we had the VHS recorders and stuff, and they were really expensive. And you know, it's my family didn't have a lot of money to buy camcorders and such. So some of the kids had them. We really didn't. We had some photography, and we have a lot of pictures, but we don't have a lot of video from back in the day. So I mean, the times have changed where now you can capture those times. And for me to get a video from somebody thanking me for inspiring them to create a video from my video, that's like so powerful, so powerful. And I just felt really, I actually quit yesterday making my video and just kind of absorbed that concept. Or I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but Macca is Tin Man here. What's up, Tin Man? Macca, thanks, brother. Thank you, man. Healed Heart, heck yeah. G Carter. Oh, Tin Man, I got heat in the shed. We're gonna have to insulate now. So that little 5,000 watt 240 heater isn't probably gonna make it crazy warm in here, but we did get that going. I'll probably put that video out tomorrow at some point if I can get that done. But all the power worked out well here. We got the circuit for the welder. We got a 40 amp breaker for the welder. We got a 30 amp breaker for the heater. We ran a 50 amp service out, and that I still have my 30 amp service out here. So I got 80 amps that I can pull, but my house only is 100 amp service. So it's a little bit antiquated there, but we'll just have to get creative on, you know, I'm not using the hot tub that we have. I got a hot tub for free a couple years back and put a motor in it. Just, you know how you get things basically at cheap and discount, and then it becomes a project. That's where I live most of the time. Macca, thank you so much. And Alyssa, thank you. Hello from Illinois, Mike. What's up? Daniel Atkins. Nice spirit fire. It was a great spirit fire. A lot of thought goes into those. I mean, they're a simple video, an easy video, but you know, I always wonder when the campfire's going. And I know that like the Manleys, they're wanting to, they have a pile they're working on to build a fire, but I can't wait to get over there. When you're just sitting there, I always wonder, like, whatever you're thinking about when you build that campfire and those core things, maybe that's what you should make a video on. You know, because sometimes you're just standing there and just a lot of thoughts run through the mind. So I always wonder when people are standing there by the fire in their videos and they're just staring at it. It's like, I wonder what they're thinking about right now. And Healed Heart, Ralph, Willis, what's up? I did get the, let me clean this table off if you guys don't mind. I gotta get this electrical stuff put away. I thought about doing a little video on some of the tools that I use. And that can happen because a lot of my stuff's mobile and on the go. I do a lot of low voltage stuff, like data networks and things like that. So I have a couple mobile kits, and most of my tools are ready to go. I got these new friendship pliers from, well, they're not friendship pliers, but I call them that because a couple of my friends have them, Steven and CP. But these Negisaurus engineer pliers, those ones go with me all the time. But I thought about doing a little video on that. I just got a mess here. Just got a mess. I figured while I was winding down for the night before I quit, I'm at one of those points where if I quit, I'm going to be done. It's going to be over for the weekend. Can't hang long. Going to get up 2 a.m., make a 6-hour trip to work. Dan, Tree Man, drive safe, brother. And I appreciate you stopping in. I sincerely do. Hot tubs are awesome. I use mine over. I miss ours. We, you know, I got it for free, and then I flush mounted into our deck. It needs new tub cover, but I haven't really. I've been putting more dollars into other projects, and it's kind of been backburnered. But one of the pipes busted last 2 years ago, and I just haven't fixed it because I have to get under the deck to do it, and it's a whole project. So I need a day or two where I can focus on it. And I've been bouncing around, burning the candle from every angle with some. We might have some tree work to do with the wind and stuff, but I have some trees to cut at my dad's. I got some saws I got to run. Want to get that video out to you guys and just get some cutting in. Threw the full wrap on the 572 the other day. So we got that done. Let me just make some space on this table here. which usually making space in the shed is moving one thing to the other tables or whatever case may be. But I try to put everything back when I'm done. This way on the next project, it's not as painful. So I'm going to do that. Dirt Road, what's up, brother? I hope you're doing well. CJ's Info, what's up, man? Great to see you. Willis, Lyle, what's up? Today's pie day, 314. Yep. How gay Kim Wilson? Okay, I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I'm just gonna try to clean this up. Billy from Philly. Glad the live stream is in the right now, brother. No doubt, no doubt. Jordan Gaming Outdoor, what's up? Yeah, so we're just winding down here. We're just winding down. I did get a couple things. I cleaned up this bar on my grandfather's chainsaw, so I set this. I hope you can see that, but turned out okay. I'm going to sand it down a little bit. It looks all right. Cleaned the tray out, knocked off some of the lip on the edge there, filed that down, and that's coming together nice. So that's going to go on. I got a new chain for it up here. I did get new fuel line too a while back. I mean, this stuff's been sitting up here a year. I got a chain over here, got the old chain here, then some fuel line, but everything seems to be working good with it. So that's a good thing. My motivator, what's good, bro? No, dude, just hanging out, man. Just hanging out. Much love to you and the gown girl. Butler Outdoors Can. Hey, Nick, hope you're doing well. Keep on keeping on. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Charlie the plumber. I haven't seen you in a while, man. You've been launching some videos. Billy from Philly. You guys are awesome. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in. Maybe we'll run a saw. It's not too late where we couldn't run a saw in here. At least I can circulate some air around. Goats Firewood and Farm. Hope all's well. Thanks, Goats. Goats, we got to get you a profile picture. Talk to CJ's Info real quick, because he'll help you out to get you a profile picture real quick. I'm going to make a video this week on a couple things that's going to help you guys out, because the more I learn about, it's not big view videos, but the more I learn about what people are looking for or what would be helpful, I'm going to update my website, and I'm going to have some videos in there. I don't think I'm going to clog the channel up with it. Maybe I will, depending, but I'm going to make some videos for you guys that'll be helpful. Oh, that's actually my 3M tape that goes in my bag. Most of my stuff actually goes in a, once I clean this up here, let me just throw some of this stuff out. I'm going to save this piece of heat shrink tubing in this box right over here. Storage facility B. Just move some stuff around for now. This way I can pop around. I had to pick up a couple things from the depot as we were moving along here. All my meters, and I had to get the hole saw out to drill through the hole in the floor. G. Carter, loving a little NickPixelTV inspiration for the coming week. I'm ready to crush it this week. I don't know how I can explain that. I'm just ready to crush it. I feel good today. It felt great to be in the shop. I love being out in the shop. I mean, I love technical and IT and that kind of stuff, but you guys and girls know that when you're on the computer too long, it's just not good. Not good. You gotta get off the screen every once in a while. It was nice to listen to Buckin today and just absorb everything that was happening and cool stuff. Only he would knock out a handle right on a live stream. How about it? Just right on a live stream. Let's get it done. So we got some extra electrical parts here. Just a couple extra things that I needed. We're just gonna move stuff to this back workbench. Get that done real quick. Well, where did I move you guys? Steven, let's do it. Right, Steven? Steven, the heater seems to be working pretty good. I don't think it's going to heat it up cold, but we'll still use the propane heater, which is out right now, to get it up to par, and then we'll run the electric heater when the time's needed. Just clean up a couple of these things here. We got stuff everywhere. Yeah, this is the great start to the week. The evenings are getting longer. The nights are getting shorter. I think I don't know where my regular meter's at. Try to keep all that kind of stuff together. Level. Once I clean you up here, then we'll be good to go. Couple last minute things. What are you guys getting into this week? What's on the agenda? What's on the task list? Knock out the work week, get back to the weekend, or just enjoy life? Well, I guess that could... I'm going to set the welder up, get it all dialed in. Service entrance. All right, I think we're close here. Button up the last couple things. What's up, Grimute? I hope you're doing well, man. Clean garage. Oh, my garage is never, honestly, I don't even know the footage. I don't have a lot of space. I definitely don't have a lot of space, but you make it work. From the welding cart to the hockey bag, we're talking 6 feet. Oh, we got 80 inches. That's about the width I have in the garage. A little bit more where the door's open, but it's been creeping in. I've been putting stuff up on shelves. That's why I'm gonna get the saws off the ground, get them up on shelves. I took all the bars off, clean the bars, keep them clean. A little bit more work when you go out. I usually like to keep at least one saw ready to go, but that's usually my top handle saw. And the bars are on a couple saws up there, but I like to keep it semi-clean, I guess would be the word. Just enough to move around, but sometimes you get into projects in other areas, and you kind of got to make, like, if I want to do woodwork and get these 2x4s, if I need to cut 2x4s like I did for the electrical side, I have to kind of make some space, get that stuff out. But here's my extra break. I got a 20 amp breaker too that I'm going to change one of my circuits over to 20 amp. This way my plugs are 20 amp, my light's 15, and then 40 for the welder, which is more than enough. The welder's max is like 31 amps it'll pull, and the heater is 20.6. So I should be good to go there. I just can't run a lot of stuff all at the same time. Throw some of this stuff in my portable kit. The hole saws don't go with me. We'll just set those up here for now. All right, I feel a little bit better. We're making some space here. I literally just got done. Stephen Lutz, Casterman's here. Outside was shot. Your shed is not as bad as my garage. Definitely need to do a spring cleaning. That's happening very soon here. We got the mini bike. I might mess around with that because I got the torque converter to have fun with the mini bike for nieces and nephews and the neighbor kids and stuff like that. But I thought about getting rid of that. Some of the stuff I've been like getting rid of things that I don't need. And then we're thinking about a garage. I just can't really make that happen right this second. I mean, I could, but it's not the time to build right now with the cost so high. So it's probably worth waiting a little bit, see if we can get the pricing to come down. I think a 2x4 is like $6 or $7 right now, which is crazy. So all these 2x4s I have over here, I could resell them if need be, but. All right, we got room. We got room. Hit the like, guys. Yeah, living the dream if you don't mind. Yeah, hit the like, hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. Appreciate you. Keep partying. Let's go. Good to see everyone. Looking forward to a couple days off this week. Oh, that's nice, dude. That's mini staycation. There you go. Well, G. Carter, enjoy that, man. Enjoy that, my friend. Everybody's been seeming to get those spring projects done. It gets you energy when that sun's out. I don't care how cold it is. I got a hoodie on and a vest. I'm usually pretty good. As long as I'm dressed right, I can live. Let me see where we're at here. Good country living, headed for Fort Hood this week. Have to work on some M1A1A. Wow, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet, Shad. Take care, man, and you drive safe and stuff like that too, man. You know what I mean? Or however you're traveling, be safe this week, man. Jordan Gaming Outdoor. Can you please shout out my YouTube channel, Jordan Gaming Outdoors? There you go, Jordan. I know a guy that has a mill. So I have an idea. My good buddy's an engineer. So I have an idea for a like portable chainsaw mill that I thought about building, and I thought maybe take the channel along with us. Just in spare, I don't have a lot of time for like spare projects, but like if I'm out here and I'm messing around, that's something that's been in my mind for a while. I was going to bed like every night. You ever get something in your mind where you're going to bed every night and you're just thinking about it and how you can make it better, and you're trying to think of all the angles? Well, I was like jotting some stuff down and drawing some stuff up on the iPad, and I have an idea. I don't know if it'll work well, but I have a name for it and everything. If it does turn out well, so it could be something that that comes together. I don't know. We got mufflers and exhaust. I was actually taking a look at the 500i exhaust the other day, or the 462 and then the 500. No notification. Jay Daniels. See, I actually talked to YouTube about that the other day to see if they could do anything about not the notifications if people don't hit the bell, which is fine with me, but just notifications in general have seemed to be a problem. I know when my channel was at the beginning. If you guys have a new channel, make sure your channel, if you're not doing like kid content, it's marked not safe for kids, because the new channels that are coming up, like Matt's channel, when he started that, you weren't able to comment on the streams, so you want to make sure that you mark that as not safe for kids, so that people can hit the bell and subscribe and comment and things like that. That's important. So for most of you, you're all right already that I see here, but definitely you want to check that out. Make sure you can comment. But I got the full wrap on the 572. Cleaned it up the other day. My buddy gave me this wrap, which is really kind of him, and I bought one for the 500i. So I guess we're jumping into the whole. It's actually pretty interesting because, like, for me, chainsaws, like, I'm left-handed, so it's like it's normal because I've run a chainsaw for so long. But even drumming, I do a lot of things. So I write left-handed, I punch left-handed, but I play hockey right-handed and everything else. So I guess baseball I could do either or. Probably swing right-handed. Golf would be right-handed, stuff like that. But it's actually interesting because there's been a lot of times in the tree, like when I'm out at the tree, that I would look for a handle being there, and it's like, you know, you gotta get used to it. So I got that done. That takes about all of 5 minutes to put on. The only thing I didn't have was a screw at the bottom. I actually have a question. This rubber piece here that's supposed to probably protect for the chain, is it really needed or not? I don't know, but it doesn't let the sauce kind of sits at an angle. I don't think that's a real big deal or anything, but there's a rubber piece there to protect that. I had to steal a bolt from my steel kit. I actually want to show you guys that too. Pretty neat. So my local steel shop, I actually had this out the other day to see if the bolt would fit in the Husky. This is pretty neat here. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to move right up here. This is on wheels. Hopefully, let's see where you guys are at here. This is a little bit delayed. Uh-oh. Am I still live? I hope I'm still live. It like froze on my phone. But I hope, can somebody let me know if I'm still live? The rubber piece protects the wrap from debris and chain throwing incidents. Okay, that's what I thought. So close up. Yes, okay. So this is pretty neat. And it's not that expensive, but I think it's a cool kit to have, and I hope you can see it. I'll back up a little bit, but this is a steel kit with every screw that you need for a steel chainsaw, and it probably swaps between them. So I can, you know, hopefully I'll put this on my site. But my shop recommended this to me, and it has basically your steel, you know, all your nuts, your washers, and everything else, which actually comes in handy because I'm definitely going to, you know, need some of these for the steel. For example, the 661 comes with 2 dogs. The 500i comes with 2. The 462 only came with 1. But on the cap, on the front of the cap that holds the chain on, where you tighten it down, the front of the cap, like, I don't have the nuts or anything for that dog. And what I did was, on the steel, and I'll see if you guys are there. Check for pulse. PC, what's up? What's up, PC? Show, what's up? You pocket pushing again. Oh, did I pocket push somebody? I hope I didn't nail somebody by accident. But basically, yeah, so this kit, I hope you guys can see this because it's so delayed. But it comes with everything you need. And I think it's only like 20 or 30 bucks. I don't think it's very expensive. if you buy some stuff from your steel guides, part number 59100071061, and that's what it comes with. I thought that was pretty cool. It's something I keep in my Milwaukee case on the go. This way, if you lose a bar nut or something, you can do that. But on the the other thing we're gonna do is, so you can see here on my 462, I just cleaned all my saws. You can see I don't have the nuts here, and these little freaking bucking spikes that they give you. This is something else that I've been wanting to do. A lot of guys, from what I hear, this could be what I hear, just pick up the 661s. So these are the spikes for a 661. You can get them in a kit. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but they're going to bolt, this is the 462. They're going to bolt right up, and they fit right on there. So all you'd need is your bolts. That would be in your bolt kit and your nuts. And then the little bar at the bottom is in a kit, which I don't want to lose the washer, but you get the bar for the bottom with the roller and everything else. So a lot of people buy the 661 bucking spikes, which are a lot bigger. You can see the size difference. Hopefully you can see can you see the size difference there? But that's something we're going to change there too. 462 fits the 500i. Yeah, so what I was going to do was, I bought 2 sets, and they're not expensive, but I bought 2 sets, and the plan here is to put 1 set on the 462, and then 1 set on the 500i. So let me put the 462 back. I cleaned all of this out. You can see I didn't clean this out, but that's all right. We're getting there. And then the 462, I didn't get the handle for. I didn't get the full wrap. I wanted to keep a saw that I could. So these are a little bit bigger. No, maybe not. Look how tiny. I hope you guys can see that. And give you an example. So that's the difference on the 500i stock with the 661s. So we'll just take these off. I think the guy said that you might have to notch a little bit of the metal out, but it does not. Just this corner, a little bit. You might have to hit that with a file or a little grinder and just notch that corner a tad, and I think we'll be good to go. So that was another project that I want to get done because those are tiny, and it looks cool. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But it's actually interesting. It's actually pretty interesting how that works out. CP, great live stream. Ignite the fire, brother. Thanks, CP. I appreciate you, man. Ignite the fire is coming soon. Spirit Fire. We got Caribou Mike, Living the Dream. Jay Daniels. Jay, I appreciate you. Man. Jay, how are you doing, brother? I'll call you tomorrow. I'll figure out a time to meet. Nick, those dogs are for the standard 500i. The West Coast version has the large dogs. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's good to know. Is there a West Coast version of the 500? I don't. I know that. I know it has to have a full wrap. So we got that. My buddy again hooked me up. So this kit I've had for a while now. That's a cool kit to have. I think it was nice because when I was missing a screw, I was good to go. What was I going to show you? Oh, the handle. And I'm missing the plastic piece on the bottom. I haven't actually put one of these on the 462 or 500. It looks pretty straightforward. But there's a little plastic clip at the bottom, I believe. So that's going to be the plan to get that going, get that on there. Full wrap handle on the 500i. And then we're going out and running some saws. I got trees to clean up my backyard. I got trees to clean up my dad's. We had a lot of trees drop up there. I got some projects that people say, hey, when you're ready, what I like is, like, I do this stuff on the side and just, like, for fun to get out there and keep myself going. And a lot of people work with me on that. So when it comes to running saws, I have one tree left at my sister's that I left. I topped the tree, and it's still sitting there, and it's probably about 30 inches around. So that's going to be a fun tree. We'll drop that, get that cut up, do some saw testing and running, and that's going to be a good time. But one of these nights, I'm gonna put that top or the handle on and get that done. Bucket says it's gonna change my life. So I believe what Buckin says, because when he tells you something, he definitely means it. And I think with this table might become a welding table. I'm gonna probably get a sheet of metal, lay it over top, because I don't care if the wood gets damaged or burned up. But I can also unbolt it and just put a piece of metal on there. I want to see what the weight holds, but just a Husky table. I love this table. What's everybody up to? Goats Firewood and Farms. Break in, geez, 372. Did you get my 500? I did get it. Living a dream. I gotta rewatch it again though, because I was right in the middle when I got it. I saw you send it the first time, and then it came through the second time, because video files are big. If you guys ever want to send a video file that you don't want to be public, or you just want to share with somebody, you can upload it to your channel and just leave it as unlisted. If you leave it as unlisted, anybody with the link can watch that video. So you can send it. So you can upload it, keep it as unlisted, copy the link, email the link if the file's too big, because a lot of times in email you're limited to about 25 meg, and then it gets into compression. So if you have a file you want to, a video you want to send me, definitely you can do that with YouTube, or we can use like Dropbox or whatever else you guys want to use. I used to hate the stills, wouldn't even touch one. Then one day I fell in love. The rest is history. Michael White, old timer. It has the dogs in the bark box. Okay. Yep. So I didn't buy a bark box or anything else yet, because I'm gonna make an exhaust for the 500i. That's gonna happen. They're actually pretty. I mean, I was looking at the inside of like the 462 the other day, and I don't know where all my stuff's at right now. Let me see here. I know I have a tool sitting around here somewhere with the Torx on it. Let me see where. Oh, right here. This is pretty cool too. The Scrench with the Torx end on it. But the inside of these, this is a 462. They have an interesting design. I'm not sure if anybody's ever pulled these apart or not. And I should use my little impact, but I had this off. It's actually pretty simple. The inside of mine's pretty clean here, this 462. Lumberjack Smokestack, what's up, man? You made it. Great to see you, man. I see you're launching videos too, man. That's awesome. That's good to hear. Buying wood for years, first core scene. Thanks, Lumberjack. Thank you, man. Bark box in that 500i should be rowdy then. No doubt, right? I've had this muffler cap off like 6 times. I probably should have just left it off. I was measuring some stuff out a lot faster with the screw gun. But this is cool, the Scrench with the Torx bit. That's it. That's all she wrote. That's an interesting design, how that. And then you got your screen here, spark arrestor. But I think we can do something cool with this. So we're going to build one, see what it turns out like. But the 500i I haven't opened yet. I'm going to have to take a look at that and see what that looks like inside. I don't know if anybody's opened theirs up, if it looks the same. I haven't gotten that yet. I'm going to pull that apart, take a look at that. I'm leaving these apart right now, just for now. Oh my, Bruce and Robin, you guys are crazy. Bruce and Robin, I mean that's big. Thank you so much. See, it's like, and she says, shh, Bruce and Robin. Wow. I'll tell you what, Bruce and Robin, we talk. I mean, I try to talk to as many people as I can all the time. We try to connect, check in on one another, make sure we're doing well, and if we need anything, we all are battling things. I mean, like, we all have things that are going on, and for that to, the motivation throughout the week and just checking in, I love when you guys do that. You guys are welcome to join the Discord server. We have a couple people in there. We're always on there communicating. We try to pop in. I know Life in the 906 Mike's on there. Bellhopper's in there. A couple other guys. We use that as just a community. It's just like a chat. You can do video chat and stuff like that. But I mean, it's such a powerful thing. This YouTube, the friendships we've built for the last year. I say this all the time because it's like burnt into me of of just, I mean, this is wild. Lumberjack, I didn't even see that, Bruce and Robin. You guys, wow. See, I'm looking at the chat and I didn't even, oh man. Oh dear. But we all got stuff that we got to do. And that's the thing is like, I was burning the candle this weekend, getting things done. I love the support. I love checking in. I love making videos. I'm glad that a lot of you watch the videos that aren't meant for you, like that are just kind of like having fun with the family. That to me, that was really heartfelt. I was taken back yesterday. I'm always taken back when like the comments and when people leave comments. But some people take that a step further and make a video. And if I get people out there with their kids or their family making videos, like I got to do content to help with that, because I want you guys filming good content the best you can. So knowing when to film vertical or knowing when to film horizontal, things like that. Check out my channel. I'm going to have some saw project videos in there, two-stroke stuff. T-Doc. Okay, definitely, man. Hey, do me a favor, T-Doc, because I do miss some things in the chat. And I want to remember, shoot me an email, brother, and let me know your channel link. Just send me your channel so I can pop on. A lot of people here know that I've been like their first or second or third subscriber, whatever the case. I don't care if you don't launch videos right away. I don't care if you ever launch videos, but I like to stay connected. This way, you know, when you do, I can check it out and maybe give you a helpful tip or a pointer or whatever. Just enjoy it. Sometimes there's nothing that needs to be said except for this is awesome. And when I'm sitting by a campfire or hanging out in the shed or something, I'll play a live stream. I'll throw the iPad up. I'll hang out here, and that's what I get into. Please check when you have time. You guys are family, Casterman, no doubt. We got our new mic. Haven't tried it yet, but we're getting there. That's Kim Wilson. You guys are. You probably filming right now. I know you guys are over there filming right now, most likely, because you guys film everything and put together those nice epic videos. Tin Man wants to walk you through porting the 500 right now live. We're Tin Man. Let's go. All right, what do I need, Tin Man? I got sandpaper. I got a Dremel. I got the Dremel kit. We could make it happen. We could throw that bar on. Or the full wrap handle. Call later. Will do. Bruce and Robin, thank you so much. No, sincerely, like I couldn't do half the stuff I've done this year that I've wanted to do. It's been in my heart to do. I couldn't do that without that kind of support. And I want you guys to know that I have some ideas for helping some channels out, some new people that are getting kicked off. We always keep that going little by little. I don't try to cover. It was a stretch for me to even do that video where I did the little give back at the pet store. Like, that was a stretch. Not as a stretch of me doing it. I would have did it anyway. I felt that in my heart, and it was happening when I was splitting the wood with the axe. I knew right then and there. Like, I knew I had to go get bird food, and I was like, how can I pay? Like, I thought about it then. So I don't like to have the oh look, you know. So I would trust that you guys trust it whenever you guys help out and support, that things are going in the right direction, and we're trying to channel them in the right direction. And I do the best that I can do. And we're trying to build some things here and get some things going, so that's helpful. And there's a lot of people we're just building a lot of stuff, and we're close. We're so close to being able to like travel and do some things. I can't wait, because I love to film with Tin Man. I love to film with Buckin. I love to come over to the man, like all you guys that always invite me. Simple Man. I can't wait to hang out with Simple Man, because I can tell you we're going to do simple things. Basic core life things, which is, you know, makes me tick. Indiana Doug, what's up, man? Thank you for popping in. T-Dog. Yeah, definitely. I'm also not far away. You're awesome, man. Love this community. Yeah, oh, man, I can't believe I'm going to scroll forward here. Whew, unreal. Make sure you guys hit a thumbs up. Nick, did you say you're going to try climbing out? That's en route. Climbing to me it's right there. My kit is right behind you guys, sitting right there, ready to go. I want to get myself dialed in. I've been watching some videos. I've been talking to Bucket. I've been talking to some people. Steven wants to help out. I want to do that on a day where I'm just like, that's what I'm thinking about. And as soon as the weather's a little bit not as windy and crazy, I don't want to kill myself up in a tree just to do it. But I have this urge to top a tree and climb and be able to do that. I think that's would be a good skill set to learn. And I respect it so much that I'm hesitant. And usually I'm all in. Usually if I'm quad riding or something, when people are like, man, don't go up that, I'm already up the top of the hill. That's kind of person I am a lot of times, but in something where you gotta be safe, I want to make sure my rigging is right. I want to know some of the ropes, and learn the ropes, I guess would be the word. Excuse me, I'm still coughing some stuff up, but yeah, I want to try to learn as much as I can before I do that. But I do have everything ready to go for the most part. I got my ropes actually in the truck right now, and one of these days we have a tree at my dad's that's safe enough to climb. You know, it's not dead, so the bark's not falling off. All my ash trees right back here. I get worried. I'm gonna move these things. These things rocking back and forth and drive me nuts. Driving me nuts. Anyway, the trees that are right back here, I always wonder if they're gonna pop one day, and I'm gonna be in here and have to duck. But unbelievable, diabolical. Later, Manleys. All right, Bruce and Rob, are they leaving? Later, y'all. Have a great week. Bruce and Robin, thank you so much. You have a wonderful week as well. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in, Diabolical. I appreciate you. Proteus Patrick's here. Lyle Davis is here. Smash that like button. I mean it. Yeah, this is cool. 307. I have the same urge. I have a little fear of heights, but I want to overcome that. Benny, so like, we could talk about that. Seriously, what is a safe way to share channel names? People are asking. What do you mean by share channel names? Like find a channel or share a channel? Like clarify that for me real quick. Put me up once and I'm hooked. See, so I'm not necessarily scared of heights. I have if I feel safe. If I trust what I'm in or the gear that I'm using, like even the bucket truck, I have access to an older bucket truck. That thing it's old school. There's no doubt about it. But I feel safe in it. Now, I don't think I feel quite as safe in the bucket truck as I would just right up against the tree. That's just because if the tree would come down or whatever, or the top would land on the arm of the bucket, you're bouncing around. I got a harness and stuff for that now. But, this wind is crazy right now. So I do have, I'm not scared of going up high. All right. But I like to know that my gear's safe. I've definitely hung off a roof before and put a shingle, nailed down a shingle with an airline, from an air compressor and trusted that, which shouldn't have probably ever done. Wouldn't recommend that at all. I've definitely done that a couple times, which I'm not a big fan of, but I don't mind being up on a roof and doing that kind of stuff as long as I feel safe. It's when it gets sketchy scenarios, that's when it can get a little bit. So I just want to be safe. I want to know that my gear's legit. I know that I'm using it properly, and try to have all my barriers or angles covered to make sure that I'm as safe as possible. I went up 40 feet 2 weeks ago. It was a blast. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna go up to where I'm comfortable, see what happens, and we do have some trees to cut. So that's definitely. It's actually really exciting. It's really exciting. Like finding my channel, for instance. Oh, okay, Jay Daniels. So if you're trying to find a channel, if you guys are launching a brand new channel, or if it's just your name, or whatever the case may be, and you start your YouTube, the best thing I can suggest, because a lot of times there's an area in YouTube, there's a couple areas. Let's start with this. In your YouTube studio, right? Even if you don't have a channel and you're not going to upload videos, in your YouTube studio, there's an area under settings. You hit the gear in the bottom, I guess it would be down here, left-hand corner. In YouTube Studio, hit the gear, go to your channel settings. When you go through one of those tabs, there's going to be an area called keywords, channel keywords. Put in a couple keywords for your channel, your name, maybe a couple keywords to define your channel. J. Daniels Chainsaw, J. Daniels Leather Works, J. Daniels Leather Man, whatever the case may be. Maybe put a couple of those in there. And then if you upload your video, use your tags. Tags are not important anymore on YouTube, but use your tags for misspellings or things like that. Like Stephen Letts, there's a lot of Stevens with PH, and then there's STEVEN. So you want to put those in your videos. So what I would recommend doing, even if it's a video that doesn't matter to you, or even if you upload a 30-second, hey, I'm Bob, nice to meet everyone. That's it. When you upload that video, title that video your name too, because once a channel with a video is going to surface easier than a channel without a video. So in your video side, make sure you have a title, description, and your tags in there, and that'll help as well. But I know that most channels with one video, or at least one video, will index and populate easier than without anything at all or just being blank. So if you want to just put a video up of your backyard, the birds chirping, whatever else, and then title it what you want it to come up under on YouTube, that's what I would recommend to get started. Because a lot of times you have to copy your link. If you're going to copy your channel link, when you go to your channel, you're going to see at 100 subscribers, once you're at 100, you can get a custom URL. So youtube.com/NickPixelTV. That is my custom URL. You get that at 100 subscribers or within those first few days of 100 subscribers. So it's important to pick that because I think you can only change it 3 times a year, give or take. But once you pick a URL, then you have your channel URL and you can tell people, hey, go to youtube.com/NickPixelTV. When you first get started on YouTube, it's going to be like a 26 character, like basically lowercase, uppercase, cap, like a real long string of characters. It's going to be youtube.com/C and then your channel ID. And you can get that channel ID in your settings, but you can copy that URL and share it with people, but it's a lot more cumbersome to do than whenever you have a custom URL. So the goal would be to get to 100 subscribers to get that first perk from YouTube, which would be the custom URL for your channel. I hope that answered it for you. Whoever was asking that. Trust your gear. Air hose is a safety line. Exactly. We have no axe grind. We bear the hatchet. Hope you're okay. Jane Daniels, he has some awesome work. Been using the Buckin hashtag. Yeah, so you can use that. I mean, Buckin watches that hashtag, the Buckin experience. You can create your own hashtag. Hashtags are, and I've talked about this before, they're categories. So think of topics you want to be under as a hashtag. So if I was talking about, wrenches or whatever the case may be, or chainsaws, I might use the hashtag chainsaws to be in that topic of category. YouTube only accepts on your videos 3 hashtags. So you can put up to 3 in your videos. I wouldn't always use 3. You can use 2 or 1 to not spam them, but it's an opportunity. And Twitter's the same way, Instagram's the same way, TikTok's the same way. So a lot of people have used hashtags to filter categories. I'm not fishing for viewers, just hard to find a name that is common. No, it is. No, exactly. That's Jay, you make an excellent point. It is. Even people that say, hey, check out my channel, I just launched my first video, it's hard to find them. The other thing you can do in YouTube, which I think Jay is familiar with this, but you can use the filter. So if you type in the name exactly, and I'd type it in exact capital letters, whatever it is, whatever you can remember, you can use a filter and then filter by channel, and that'll pull up the channels by name. Sometimes you can find them by a profile picture, but when you have 2 names with no profile picture, it's tough to pick the right channel and find the right channel. Andrew's here. Knee night. Anyone to help? Anyone want to Halo jump? Whoo! The flavor. I used to be scared, been 60 foot in lifts, but I got to 50. I have trouble climbing extension ladders now. Commute. Yeah. Airborne assault. Airborne air assault here. Wow. Knee night. That helps a ton, Nick. Thanks. No problem, man. Needs to be shared. Hey, Doug. Home feel. Check out Healed Hunt, Good Country Living. Yeah, no doubt. There's great channels. There's some great channels in here that are, and they're just brand new channels. Just good people to be around. Good people to be around. Well, Davis, what's the price tag on the 500i anyway? Haven't seen them around here yet. So they range, I mean, I've seen them go on eBay, really expensive. They range probably anywhere between, let's say $1,200 US dollars and $1,500 depending how you get them set up. I think standard they come with a 25-inch bar. So you get a 25-inch bar, you get the cover for the bar, you get your little toolkit, which I haven't even opened mine yet because I have enough tools that are already out. But that's about a range, I would say, from the dealers. I would guess dealers get them probably 100 or 2 cheaper than that, probably 900,000 bucks. So it depends. Probably get some good deals if you buy a lot from a dealership, but I know they're still tough to find. I think Ohio has a lot more than PA. It just depends where you're located. Is the custom URL automatic or you have to request it? Once you hit 100, you go into your channel settings, and that's where you get it. It'll say create a custom URL. So once you're eligible for the custom URL, it'll pop up there. So in YouTube Studio, Casterman, you want to go to where your channel name's at. I think your channel ID is there. I'm not quite sure the exact page. If I was in the bunker, I'd be able to just pull it up on the screen and show you. But if you need a hand with that, we can get that done. Just make sure when you name it, whatever you're going to name your URL, there's no spaces, there's no gaps or anything like that. Just slash whatever. Once you name it, YouTube will pick, based on your channel name and if it's available. Because once a URL is taken, it's taken. So sometimes you have to get creative with the custom URLs. But at 100 subscribers, you do get that. Santa stimulus might get me a saw. Saws are one of the, Billy from Philly, I hope your weekend was awesome as well, brother. Saws to me, one, I got tree guys that I know. So I got guys with companies that would totally buy my saws. I take care of my gear, that buy my saws if I ever need to. And I've been enjoying just having fun with them and running different saws and just messing around and just getting the feel for them. As far as I've only run a couple main saws my whole life, and I primarily steel. I got into a Husky. My dad has a Husky, so I run a Husky for a while, but a smaller one. And I got that Husky and compared that and running the 462 day in, day out, whatever, against each other, it really gave you a feel for it. And I do believe the Husky 572, these stock, pulls faster than the 462. So we'll see what the 500i does, and then the 661 my buddy has one that's ported everything like that. That thing's it's a hammer. It's a great saw. We were in some big wood cutting a couple months ago, and man, you could from the 462 to the 6. I mean, it was night and day difference. I officially started my own plumbing company last week. Got an LLC and everything. Awesome, Gramute. That's awesome, man. Plumbing's a fun job. I mean, there's a lot of new stuff in plumbing, like the Upanor, however you say that. The new PEX fittings and stuff, and plumbing's come a long way. I mean, there's still a lot of people that are traditional copper and running the copper, but the PEX, some people don't trust the crimp rings. You got the clamped ones, and then you got the crimp rings, and then you got the Upanor where it expands and then it contracts, and you're good to go. But the plumbing, you can make. I know a lot of plumbers that are doing sewage line replacements and all that kind of stuff, and you can do really well in the plumbing side of things, and that's a good job. I think you'll do well there. There's a plumber on this channel, Charlie the Plumber. You can follow him. Congratulations, Gramute. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Gramute, if you're doing that, had the license for years. Oh, that's great. If you're doing that, man, and do some plumbing videos, man. Show people how to get the job done. I mean, a lot of people are scared to put out the information on how to do things, and I just think that you have an opportunity where you can maybe make a few bucks on the job, take care of somebody on the job, and then if you do a YouTube video, it can help out more people, and maybe that gets you to a point where your YouTube channel builds, and that could get monetized or whatever the case may be. So you have an opportunity from all angles. I mean, that's the thing is the things I try to invest in the welder and a couple things I'm working on here, I have projects lined up that kind of cover those extracurricular activities that I'm into that kind of pay for themselves in time. Not right up front, but in time. So I'm always kind of bouncing around, and I try to do things like I welded for 5 years, probably almost 6, on and off, and just doing that. So I grew up in the country, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm not necessarily in the city, but I'm not in the country. So it's a balance, but I do plan on being in the woods and getting to a point where I can be out in the woods more often than not, and enjoy maybe building a garage or building a house or doing something like that as things progress. And if that's the path, you know what I mean? We're not guaranteed tomorrow, so you just keep making progress, and that's why I wanted to at least get the heater set up out here and get a couple projects going. See you, Taz. Taz, man, take care, brother. Plumbers do what nobody wants to do, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's a job. I mean, it's not just fixing toilets all the time. I mean, I would enjoy. I think it's straight lines and 90 degrees. You know what I mean? That's plumbing is cool. I mean, I've done a lot of internal. I rewired. I replumbed my whole house, most of my house with PEX, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. So I still have a couple 100 feet of PEX left in case I get into another project or put the garage on. So I don't mind doing that kind of stuff. Electrical, I don't mind doing. You could save yourself a ton of money too by learning some of those skills. So it's cool. And we have this resource with YouTube right at our fingertips to be able to do some of these things. So that's pretty sweet. It's so great to see everybody. Even Einstein knew when to call a plumber. Yeah, there's some things you probably don't want to do yourself, but I do got to replace a bathroom in my house, and that's going to be a project probably for spring. It's just the time to buy things right now is like, it's just not the time. It's just not the time. It's maybe on weekends and stuff, it's a good, you got evenings and such that we're getting more daylight and things like that we can get a couple things done in the evenings, but man, everything's so expensive. PEX is the way to go now. Lasts a long time. Yeah, well, that and you can, run a golf ball through it, and it'll still, it won't explode. It freeze in the winter. It'll expand before it explodes and pops. PEX is amazing. I hate jetting 12-inch sewer mains. Boo, right? Yeah, they're going to be digging up my sewage line to get that fixed. We found where the roots were coming in. They had to come down and put the camera down through it, so we found out where that's going. So that's going to be a project coming up, but my internal stuff should be okay. Everything was replaced the whole way out before I redid my driveway and everything else a while back, so we should be okay there. Anything but yeah, exactly. Water is not a big deal. Hey, Don Lewis, thanks, brother. You have a great evening, my friend. Problem with PEX is changing tools, learning sizing, etc. Yeah, it's definitely Milwaukee, like the Uponor, I think it's Uponor. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that system, nowadays, like Milwaukee's making tools for, everybody's making tools for it. It's expensive if you get into it, but if you do a couple jobs, it probably pays for itself in no time. So I don't mind usually investing in something that's going to pay for itself if I'm going to use it enough, or if somebody needs it, I can help them out with it. But that system, I think, is supposed to be the best. Is with the rings that are expanded and then they contract. Now I've used the regular, what are they, like copper rings or whatever the case may be, the crimp rings, and then the clamp ones. It look almost like a hose clamp, but they just pinch. Will that hold forever? I don't know. You know what I mean? I know copper holds forever, but yes, that's the name. Okay, cool. What did I miss? Stephen Letts. You missed it all, man. You missed everything, Stephen. Now we're just hanging out. Dawn, take care, man. The flavor. Man, it's great to see. It's great to see all these. I hope I didn't miss too many people. Tin Man. Yeah, there's a lot of cool people, a lot of cool things going on. Steven's a wild man. Steven, you got your pliers? I hope you have your pliers, Steven. I don't know. Got my grandfather's saw running. That's gonna be. I gotta clean this up. That's gonna be fun to get that done. Pretty cool saw. Pretty cool saw. What's interesting on the saw is I don't know what the weight is, and I'm pouring out oil from the bar. But what the interesting thing is the weight of that saw compared to a 355T. We're gonna have to run those because I think the 355T's 36 cc's, and the old Craftsman's 34. Something to that effect. Oh man, still hurting. What else? What else do we got going on this weekend? Charging batteries, charging lights. Got the saw shelf going. I got to move all the other stuff off the top of there, and then the rest of the saws are going up on the shelf. Looking forward to the Mac 1010 from Steven. That's going to be a fun saw to run. I'm actually, that day, I think whenever that happens, I'm going to just throw the camera up and just enjoy it a little bit and hopefully have my grandfather's saw ready to roll, because taking out two old saws like that, both meaningful, one from Steven, one from my grandfather, I think that's just going to be a really cool experience. Oh, and I got some PVC pipe over here to make some welding rod holders for my TIG lines. That's it. That's all we've been doing. Some adapters to hook up the welder to a generator. Got power in the shop. We've made some progress. We have made some progress. Feels good. Feels good to be out here. I'm trying to think what else. What else is everybody up to? Give me something else to talk about. I just want to hang out for a little while longer. Then we're going to button things out up here. I got a video of up and over on my channel. Okay, yeah, definitely check that out, man. That's awesome. 307, I didn't know it was your channel. Oh boy, sorry, bud. Yep, we're going to chat soon. Tin Man, you still here? Got an input for a bark box on a 462. Benny, I don't know. The videos I've seen on the bark box on the 462, I would definitely say that they probably breathe better. So I would say, in my opinion, I mean, I haven't run one yet, but if you want it to be louder, you go for it.
I didn't know you were on here.
Yeah, I'm live.
I figured out how to make chips.
You figured out how to? All right, I'll come in a little bit. I'm not staying on too much longer. We're just hanging out. You want to say hi to anybody? You're in my shoes.
I know.
You have a good style going on right now, huh?
I didn't know you did.
Everybody's gonna say hi to you. So.
You didn't tell me.
Smitty, are you feeling better? Still a little bit rough over there. Smitty, how are you doing, brother? You tell me how you're doing. I hope you're doing well. I hope things are, you know what I mean? Just kind of keep it rolling, dude. If you need something, I haven't gotten an email from you, but if you need something, email me or call me. Let me know, brother. You know what I mean? Steven, yes, sir, but I'm not shipping it. Steven, thanks, brother. Steven, thank you, man. Steven and I, Steven's in Discord as well, so we talk in the Discord server in the evenings and stuff like that when we have some time, bounce back and forth, different ideas, and trying to get him rolling. He just, you know, it's cool to have friendships like this year. I don't know where we would be. I mean, when you think about it, like Tin Man and Bucket and all these guys, like I don't know where we would be without each other this year. This year was a tough year. I mean, a lot of people kind of came to YouTube with not much else to do. I mean, you got the lockdown, all this other stuff going on. It's actually, I can't really complain, me personally. I mean, it's been a tough year. I'm not going to say it hasn't, but an interesting one at that too. But at the same time, it's been a lot easier with good friendships. Sharpen the focus. You know what? I don't know if it might be man. Ooh, you feel better? Let's see here. I don't. It might be it honestly might be the camera. It may be the camera. I just threw the iPad up quickly. Hello, Miss Katie. She'll jump in the chat. Everybody, I knew everybody would say hi to her. Still working. If you decide you want a 500i, I might be able to get you hooked up. Living the dream. I know a guy. Ask Nick. Living the dream is a serious guy. And you know, when he says, you know, I've been buying somewhere for 20 years, that lends a lot of. That was all he had to say there. You know what I mean? It's delayed here, but I hear you, bud. That 500 is awesome. Either way, maybe someday. I hope I didn't knock you out. Or it's delayed. Better, closer. Got the old Ford bumper on the ground. I love this rolling table. This rolling table, I have one in my basement, in the bunker, and then one here. So we call them bunkers because we have basements. A lot of places don't have basements and underground. So we used to have, like, you know, fruit cellars and stuff. But the adjustability of it's nice. Yeah, you know what? It also might be bandwidth. It may be bandwidth related. I don't know for sure, but that could be a possibility as well. Explain shorts. Okay, Jay. So short videos on YouTube. And I do believe that YouTube is going to do more with shorts. Right now, I feel personally they kind of clogged the stream up a little bit of videos. Like, I'd rather have just all my videos in one spot. When you want to do shorts, they got to be under 60 seconds. They got to be filmed vertically. So shorts are made to kind of skim through to compete with TikTok. So vertical video, and then I think it's stories and stuff like that are the same way. But with shorts, you can use the hashtag shorts. I see a lot of people using short. It's shorts, plural. So you want to have the S on the end. Hashtag shorts, and in your description and or your title. So title up top and then description. So hashtag shorts, filmed vertically on your phone. You can't have any other video like wide or whatever else, or it won't go on the shorts shelf. which is what YouTube's calling it, surfacing it on the short shelf. So they have a shelf that's a whole separate area of YouTube. They also collect the metrics separately as well, and the data separately on shorts. So there's more and more coming with shorts. I do have the beta, so I can actually film in the app, but you don't have to have that. You can just still submit a short up to 60 seconds, and I would make it like 59. But use shorts, consider it the value of what you're adding to the short, of how long you make those. So, you know, if don't make it a minute if you think people are going to watch 30 seconds, is what I'm trying to say there. So try to keep them engaging, and then you can upload those just like a regular video in your title. Put your title in, put the hashtag shorts, and it's a vertical video. So you want to film this way, not this way. But for most everything else, you're going to want to film this way. And if you have a video that's filmed in 16:9, for those of you that are going to do shorts in an editor, you just change it to 9:16. But for those of you that are filming, if you do have a clip and you want it to be in a short, you can do that, but you're going to have black bars on the left, right, and the top and bottom. So if you want it to go on the short shelf, the other thing you have to do is turn on the short shelf on your channel. So if you go into customization in your YouTube studio, you can go to customization in your playlist area. You'll be able to add short videos, and you can put that at the top or the bottom. Unlike Buck and Billy Ray's channel, I think he has them at the bottom right now, but you can move those up and down and have the shelf. If you look at my channel, I think my short shelf is right under my featured video or something to that effect. Bye, Saw Surgeon. Take care, Saw Surgeon. Many blessings to you. I have to get going. Neat night. We'll catch you later. Be good and be safe. All right, thank you, man. You too as well. Short shelf, and I took a short bus at my work. Buckin started out real good. Y'all see his first one? Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. He's getting it going. Sharpen the focus or focus on sharpening. Either one is good. Yeah, it's definitely, it could be the bandwidth and the way I have it set up tonight. It's actually chilling off in here. I'm actually curious. So the shed did drop down. So we lost about 12 degrees in the shed right now. So it's actually interesting to see that how that heater does. I know Steven was asking how he thought the heater would perform. It's an older one, 5,000 watts. Catch you later, Saucer. Nick, who makes your work table? Living the Dream. This is a Husky. It's a Husky adjustable work table. I bought it from Home Depot. I love this. I love this table. It's you know, I got some scratches in it. Pretty thick countertop. You can totally stand on it. Height adjustable. You can pull it goes down. You can pull the handle out to get it out of your way if you want to. But crank it up, crank it down. The height of it, that's as high as it goes right there. Let me give you some specs, brother, because this will help you. From the ground, you got 41.5 inches. And I'm going to say I think it goes down to 24. Now what you could do is get creative and just put your drill in there and run the drill, but I'm going to say it's 24. But it's really nice. So if you're sitting down, you can crank this thing down. I recommend these to everybody. I should have a Home Depot rewards to give to people on my channel because it's there. So there's the lowest it goes, which is nice. And you're at 28.5. So there you go. And it's 24 inches wide. And you can get them in different lengths. You can get an 8 foot, 6 foot, 5 foot, and 4 foot, I think. This one's 4 foot 4 inches. So, and is that 52? Yeah, 52 inches, 60 inches, 84. They make them in different lengths. But pretty cool table. I really actually enjoy it a lot. How are you? Kane Costoza. I always mess up your name, man. Great to see you, brother. Thanks for popping in, man. Thanks for your comment the other day as well. Everybody left a comment. I want one. What I like about it, the wheels lock, and I'm not trying to sell the table. I don't care if anybody buys one or not. I've been looking around for something like this in my shed because I can't have another workstation. I have a table similar to this down in my basement that I welded out of aluminum. You can't move them around. I wish everything was portable. And you can put the leg, let me tell you this too. The leg can go in the middle or on the back. So if you want to still have stuff under your shelf, you can do that. Or you can put the leg in the middle if you'd like to have that as well and have a little bit of room on both sides. Because there's a bar that goes across. So I have mine on the back side. This way if I put up against the wall, I can still slide stuff underneath it. Buckin's here. Do you like that table? Dude, I love it. Honestly, I have 2 of them. I bought one for my computer stuff in the basement, and one for out here. I did knock off the Husky badge because I'm always bouncing around. There's a Husky badge on it. You can take it off. But I love that the wheels lock. It's solid. I can stand on it. I put Loctite on everything, so it should stay together. But it's a pretty solid table. And moving it around is nice. If I need to get it out of the way, bring the quad in, or whatever the case may be, I can just slide it out of the way. I love it for the shed. Anything. I mean, my floor's kind of not perfectly level because it's settled a bit here. But I bought some jacks to get under the backside so that I can adjust them. Bucking, great to see you. Great stream. So these are under the shed, and then I can just turn these up like trailer jacks. So I have a couple of those that I've put in different places, but the shed's pretty solid. It's just the same as your bunker though. If I hit something really hard or I'm pounding over here, like under this post where my vise is at, I have a block right underneath there, so that if I drive something down through there, the floor is pretty solid. But yeah, I do like it a lot. Yeah, great stream, Bucking. BBR. Night, Ted. Everybody's here. Same here. Good live today. That's good to hear. I'm doing great. Just waiting for tomorrow. Can't wait to wake up to a new day. No doubt. That's a message right there. It's tough sometimes. I mean, when you get a lot on your plate, it's tough when you wake up and you're like, I got a lot of stuff on my shoulders, and I've been there. I mean, definitely have been there. It's just you got to keep pushing. Got to keep getting things done. I might as well. I'm gonna set this saw. I'm gonna leave the muffler cap off for now. I wonder if my grandfather's saw will fire up. It hasn't run. I haven't put. Usually I pour a little fuel down it, but I'm giving it a couple pulls. I don't know if it. Now I got my clone on. We're good. Maybe I shouldn't set that over there now. I love that little saw. I wish I could get this. It's starting to peel the instructions, but still got the serial number on it. Fires up. Stephen Letts, man, CP. Thank you guys so much. We were messing around the other night. I didn't get to make the video on this that I was going to make because my nephew wanted to make a video, and I was like, you know what? We're just gonna hang out and make that video with my nephew. But all I really had to do on it, new plug, clean the points up, a couple little adjustments, cleaned out the carburetor compartment as best I could. It still needs a full cleaning, but for it to run like that after sitting for 20 years, that's pretty sweet. And I know my grandfather is smiling. Gainsey, thanks, brother. Gainsey, yeah, definitely feeling pretty good, man. Feeling pretty good. This weekend, I'm going to be sore tomorrow because I was bouncing around under the deck. I was doing a bunch of wiring, so we got the start seeing the breath again, but we got the heater going. We got power out here. I can show you guys the high level, but there's going to be a video on this, so I won't go too crazy. Here's the old heater. So I just mounted that there for now, right where the fishing rods are at. Put a little plug in there. And then there's my new panel and my new service. And you can see the plug down the wall there for the welder. So that's all done. And I kept my 30 amp service. There's 2 breakers there for the 30 amp service that run basically my electrical for my plugs and my lights. But my lights don't really use. I can't believe that thing's not focused. That's horrible. Horrible focus. Back you guys up here. Whoop. Sorry for the shakiness. But we got that done this weekend. I still got to dig the trench and bury the lines. The lines just run across right now. But yeah, I feel much better, Gainsey. I hope you're doing well, man. And staying healthy, safe as usual. Bye, Mac. We'll see you, Mac. I weld professionally now in Pittsburgh. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a professional, but I enjoy it. I mean, I don't mind burning wire. I'm not a big, after doing production, I'm not a big production welder per se, like just pallets and pallets of stuff, but I like to get creative. And I like, easy stuff, exhaust work and things like that, those come and go. You're always doing that. Building things or creating something is always fun. Like I said, it really just depends on what you're doing, but it's definitely a skill set, especially, living up in the country, like with my dad's house and stuff. We grew up working on tractors and, breaking stuff and fixing stuff, and you always could use a weld. Welding in quarter panels on some Ford Explorers and stuff like that. I'm sorry, not quarter panels. That happens too. Rocker panels. You make a video running the wire? Yes, yes, sir. Well, the wire is draped across my yard right now just to make sure it got done. But I did film a video. Cameras over there. Filmed the video on that. Put that together tonight or tomorrow, depending on my time. Get that out to you guys. Just something that will be helpful. Put a little chart together that'll help people if you're trying to wire 220. And even good to know for your home. Dryers. What else runs 220? Ovens. Dryers and ovens, pretty much, the most part. He wants 200 Canadian for it. I think it's not too bad. Looking good, Nick. Let's put a couple more saws. Let's pull a couple more saws down. A couple more saws. So, we could do that. Yeah, definitely. HVAC. Well, the flavor. I have a 100 amp service in my house. I don't have a crazy house or nothing. Like, that's why I can do some other things, because I'm not like house broke. I just have my heating. It's a natural gas here. So natural gas hot water tank, natural gas furnace. So there's not too much air. Just run the pump. It's gas hot water. So probably the most power is used to move the water through the pipes on the hot water furnace. But that's just your pump. 661, 662, 661. This saw here, we got this to run against a couple other saws. We're gonna put up against a couple Huskies. This is gonna be fun. It's bone stock. Everything's bone stock right now, but you get the better felling dogs on it. I'm sure this will fire. I think I have fuel in it. I'm pretty sure I have fuel in it. Looks like I have fuel in it. Size, I don't think it does justice on the camera when you see saws. The 500i is tiny. Top down is tiny. I don't know if you've seen it top down on all three saws size wise. I think this weighs like 20 something, maybe 21, 19, 8 something. This one's a pretty heavy saw. 661. Let me show you that actually, because I don't think 661 and 662. I don't even know if there is 661. The twos are usually, I think they're the M-Tronics, or when they switch over to M-Tronic system. I could be wrong on that. 661. Somebody's gonna have to fill me in on that one. I know with the 461 and the 462 is where they went to the M-Tronic system. So this is 661, and then we have the 462 and the 500 side by side. Yeah, so. It is heavy. It is heavy. The 661, it's a monster though. When you put this, I ran my buddies in some big wood a couple, like maybe 2 or 3 months ago. The thing is a beast and it rips. But if you were gonna hold this all day, now, I'm all for whatever. But if you were gonna try to use this all day, I think that's a pretty big saw to be carrying around. If you look at the profile of the 500i next to a 661. And I know we're getting into all kinds of chainsaw stuff. Let me see if if I can do this. Let me slide you out of here. And hopefully I don't lose you. I don't think this is going to do it justice. I really don't. Can you see the difference in that saw? The size? They kept that so thin. It's narrow. And I mean, even at that, guys, girls, we look at the 462 beside it. Same thing. So power to weight in that saw, I mean, it's definitely hopefully that helps you. And then like even with the Husky, same thing. The Husky, I mean, now I have the full wrap on that one, but there's a big, hopefully you guys don't fall out of there. There's a big size difference and weight. Of course, that's going to come with a bigger saw, but that's the 661's a hammer. There's no doubt about it. 661's a hammer. I would not be running that. I would not be running that day in and day out all the time if I didn't have to. The 500 is so compact. It's a saw you could literally throw it around. It's that light. Depending on what bar you put on it. But it's going to be a fun week. It's going to be fun to get out there and do some cutting and ripping. And then we'll probably change them up. You know, my buddy will probably buy one of those off me, and then we'll go to something else and see what happens. Are the doors open? Billy from Philly? No, they're definitely not open. But this whole shed breathes. I mean, you got a little bit of cloud in there, but the air is here. I mean, we're down to 40, less than 40 degrees, like 38 degrees now. Got oil all over the place. This is good. I'm Italian anyway, so get the oil in the pores, get the hands dirty, beat them up a little bit. Wiring will kill your hands. I mean, my dad all the time used to use, I forget what cream on his hands, because when you're working with wiring, electrical stuff, your hands just start splitting all the time. So after running wires all weekend, it's getting a little beat up. Focus is better now. I think it's a bandwidth thing. I honestly think it's a bandwidth. Nice array of fun. Must be in selfie. So you can get an 881 with a 59-inch bar, but it's color satisfied. Dude, the 881, I don't know. I don't, these are bigger saws than I could ever imagine that I would have owned. I mean, I think, like, honestly, my go-to was like the 572, 462. I think that those were good saws. I lived with a 50cc saw most of my life, you know, bouncing back and forth. And then I just kind of got into it. I'm like, why not? Like, the whole grandfather saw thing that kind of started bucking, all the whole experience, just everything was like, man, I miss doing that. I miss cutting wood and splitting wood. I mean, I did a lot of splitting wood and axes and stuff like that. But man, it was like, it's been fun to get out there and just, you don't think about anything except for staying safe and doing what you got to do and getting the job done. And you get to see progression as you go. So, you know, the worst part and the hardest part is probably raking up all the twigs and stuff when a tree busts up in the yard. But, man, it's like, just to see something go from like there to not there, and you get to see that progress, it's powerful. So 661's your pruning saw and the 500i's general purpose. I just think that, you know, I'm not a logger. I'm not a professional tree guy. I'm a guy that enjoys chainsaws and enjoys getting out and cutting and just property management. I would say that a 462, even in the 3 series and stuff, even the Farm Boss line, you can do a lot of work with those saws. I think if I was a homeowner and I was looking to get a saw that would be like your once and done, I'd probably pick up a Husky, like 560, what is it, 62, and then or a 72, even, or a 462, or even the 500i if you don't want to mess with carburetors or worry about carburetor getting gummed up or whatever the case may be. Now, the 500i's got to be proven for years, so will they last, 100 years without any problems? Will they fire up like this after a long time? I can't say that. But as far as running these saws, I mean, I think you get enough. It's kind of like in the, we won't talk about the pew-pews, but it's kind of like the 3006 of the pew-pews, like where you can just change your you can change what you're going after with higher or lower. So that's a cool thing with a 462 or 572, 500i. Change your bar size if you want to. If you want to stand up and buck, you know, put a shorter bar on it, and still get the job done, and it's still manageable. It's still manageable to do some limbs, carry up a tree if you have to. It's all possible. It's all possible. I just think power weight is crazy on those saws. Casterman has the Hayes BBR sanding dust. I know. I could imagine doing the dust in here. I couldn't imagine. I get stuff enough with grinding wheels. When I'm grinding stuff or sanding over here, then my whole toolbox gets covered. Everything gets covered. So I try to, even like, well, that's why I put the welding plug up front. I try to do as much as I can when it's nice outside by the garage door and open it up over by the garage door, and try not to do as much back here. But this has been a lot of work. It's been 5 years coming together in this shop here. Got my camera battery charging. You know, I try to get creative with the power. I put power up top here and some lights. When I ran everything, I put 2 plugs in the pegboard. It's been a work in progress over time, and it's come together. But it is, you just work with what you have. You work with what you have. I love it here. We got, you know, it's fun to come out here and play around, just like most of all of you guys have projects, and girls have projects. I mean, we're all just working with what we have. But welding's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to get that thing plugged in. I haven't even done that yet. I just got all the wiring done tonight. Got everything cleaned up. Got some cool stuff going on. That's about it. That's about all we got. I run a wood stove all winter. Split my own with an axe. Gets old. Yeah. I mean, you got to do it when the time's right. So when you're feeling it, get out there and do it so you're not caught. It's just like working on a car. I don't like working on cars to keep them on the road as much as, you know, I do working on cars to increase performance or do whatever else. I mean, I'm not talking your general maintenance, brakes, stuff like that. It's not a big deal, but it's when you have to do it when your back's against the wall. That's not as much fun as whenever you're out and about and you can just say like, oh, I'll do this. You know, I'll change my brakes this weekend, or I'll change my oil or something like that. It's same concept. But I love getting out. Clears my head from all the other things I'm doing, but it's not a day job. I would love to put a wood stove in here. It's just too much. I don't even know if I could do it with the codes around here, but I thought about punching a wall out and doing that, but there's literally no room. And I have to keep an area for my tractor and my quad that I usually pull in here. So I gotta get rid of some stuff, maybe move some stuff out, snow blower and things like that. Maybe we'll do something else this year and get that going. Buckin definitely did some sanding today. I can see it from here. That's how Bruce and Robin, I get this, seeing it come the whole way across. Shop looking fantastic. Thanks, man. It's a crazy mess. Don't get me wrong. It's a crazy mess, but when you don't have a lot of space, you get creative hanging stuff on the walls and putting shelves up and stuff like that. I'm glad Buckin popped in. Picture is great. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Buckin. It's not as good as it's not. I'd love to have a lot more saws in the background, Buckin, but no, it's all right. We're good. Yeah, thank you so much, man. What a great day. I have a couple saws, Steven says, I need to bring out to you, don't I? You do. Steven, I'll let you put that one out there, Steven, or however you want to do that. But you're a good man, dude, and I appreciate you a lot. I mean, that was meaningful. Helped me out with the saw with you and CP when we talk in the Discord server, and you know they were just like give me some tips. Hey, check this, check this, check this, and I was like, I think it's gonna pop, and it popped. It fired right up, and it's running good now. I mean, it's just there's only a little fuel in it, but really happy about that. Really happy about that. No doubt. Did he tell the missiles in a few minutes? Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping it up here shortly. I know we have 53 people. Make sure if you didn't already hit the thumbs up I appreciate that big time. Loving the saw shelf. Yeah, it's coming together. I thought, dude, it actually fits right in between the studs. Each saw fits in between the studs. So we're gonna take this old pull-in, the Steel 290, the 355T. We're gonna move those over. We're gonna take all the contractor bags and the antiseptic wipes and the band-aids and everything else that's over here, and we're gonna stuff it up in containers up here. Because right now it's just, I got a little bit of outdoor stuff up here. It's just a basic shop. It's a basic shop. I put a lot of, I didn't insulate because I put a lot of stuff on the walls, and I've used my wall space, and just every time I need a new shelf, I slam in a new 2x4, and I got a new shelf. But it's coming together. It really has come together. I enjoy being out here. It's fun to play around. I've been out here all weekend messing around. It was a good time. So try to capture some of that on video. And these weekends just go too fast. I'm behind in comments. I know. Casterman, you will love the 572 XP. Oh, the 572 XP runs. I mean, I ran that saw neck and neck with the 462 this past fall. That 572 XP freaking hammers. Unless you were talking to somebody else, but the 572 is a machine. CJ's info. Put a little attic ladder and deck. Some of those rafters. Gramute, that was good. That's a good idea. I don't have much on this. It's just a little A-frame. It's real tiny space. There's only maybe a foot of space between, maybe a foot at the peak. On the edges, there's not much. If I would have got the barn style roof, I would have been good, but it would have been more. And I wasn't planning on being out here for forever, as long as this thing has been here. It was kind of a temporary thing, but sometimes, you know, things just didn't align. And, you know, I didn't really want to make the investment in a garage here just yet. I might still do that. It's hard to say. But I envision being out in the woods and building something, you know, small and nice, and just something that can work. I mean, a big garage, but like, you know, just enough. You know what I mean? Oh, Jeffrey Thomas just bought a 572 this week. Big reason from watching your videos. The 572, brother Jeffrey, you'll like the 572. You're not going to be disappointed in the 572. That's a good saw. That's a good saw. Runs well. I've never had a problem with it as of thus far, and it's a machine. It pulls, and you can run a 28, 32 if you want to. You're not going to have any problems with that. 461 is 77 cc. 462 is 72 cc. Okay, or thereabouts. Cool. I'm heading out, Nick. T-Doc, take care, man. Appreciate you. It's what you do with the space. Yeah, no doubt. Well, I'm always working on something out here. That's why I can't keep it clean. As soon as I get a project, you can keep stuff cleaner when you have a little bit more room, but when I get into a project like today, the electrical stuff, I mean, just everything was everywhere. Pull it all out, get everything done, and then start organizing and go back to, I like to be able to move around. But thank you so much, Still Working. Appreciate you. What fuel do you run in your saws? So when you buy a steel, you get, if you use the oil, you get the extended warranty, or if you buy the Moto Mix. I bought the Moto Mix this last time because I have so many of the small containers of the steel oil, which this stuff here, 2-cycle HP Ultra, which it's a steel, I don't know who makes it. I don't think it says. But I know that Buckin said something about the Castrol or something. Whoever makes this oil, that's what I typically run. And I run 40-1 recently. That's what I've been running. So the Husky Mix is 50-1. And everything says 50-1, but I do have this VP 40-1. That's what's in that saw right now is 40-1. But this container was open because sometimes I'll put a couple more caps in there. I guess it's better to have a little bit more oil than less. Thanks for sharing your time. No, thank you. Thank you, Robin and Bruce. I love being here. I love Sunday evening. I love popping in, checking in, and communicating with you guys. And it's just a cool experience. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. Just talking about what I've been working on. All the electric video coming out. Power video. I want to make so many videos. I enjoy it a lot. I really do. Alcohol in the gas. Mac 131, they're great. Went outside, it was nice, looked up at the sky, really looked into all the stars and everything. You know what? Custoza, Kane, I believe. Last night, it was interesting because my nephew was out. We were sitting by the campfire. I stopped making the video. I was like, I'll just finish it up tomorrow, no big deal. Sat by a campfire, and the things I was thinking about, you know, family, my wife, the channel, my friends, this whole year, that's what made me think of that stuff earlier, was just this whole year of where would I be without this place, and where would my mindset be, and that, to me, and I was walking, basically my campfire's back here, I was walking up, and like half the sky was cloudy and half the sky was like clear, and the stars were, I was just like, this is, I don't know, it's a blessing, life's a blessing. BBR's still here somewhere. I'm not sure if Buckin's still here. He pops in and out. He's a wild man. Being clear and gorgeous here for a couple nights. That was awesome that he knocked out a handle right on the live stream too. It's classic. That guy does not stop. He's non-stop. So I check in from time to time what we got going on, what we're working on, but he's a guy that just goes a million mile an hour, you know, and when you catch him, you catch him. He'll give you the time that he has, and then jumps right into the next thing. And I'm really excited for him. I just want to see him. I know he's changing the world already, but I want to see him really be able to tackle all the projects that he wants to do, and be able to reach more people and build his axes. Not just to build his axes to sell his axes, but build his axes to be able to deliver them to people and gift them, and know that they're coming from the heart. Everyone comes from the heart. There's always a message there. It's not just the axe. It's there's a message in each one, and there's a meaning behind it, usually for the person that's receiving one too. And I think at the end of the day, if you got something like that to lift your head up, I think that's a powerful thing. So I just want to see him, you know, however I can contribute and help. I've tried to do the things that I can. I just want to see him. He has the best opportunity right now. We all do, on our small scales of doing what we're doing, but he has the best opportunity to impact a lot of people and change lives across the globe. And that's a special thing to have. And with all of us and everybody here, I believe we can do that collectively, and we can all lend a hand in any way, shape, or form. And just views, just watching. You guys being here, watching my channel, watching his channel, watching JD, everybody, that picks people up. You know what I'm saying? You get the views, and it helps. It helps. The thumbs up helps. Like, all of this stuff helps. The engagement helps. So it's something that can definitely, we can do a lot of things, and I wish nothing but the best of success for all of you guys. Whether you have 1 subscriber, 10 subscribers, it's people. It's friendships. So if you build 10 friendships this year, and that's your 10 subscribers, whatever you want to call it, and those friendships, you can help push each other forward. To me, that is big, and that's something you can do in life, in business, in relationships, and whatever. It's just how do you put things together and move forward. So I really get inspired, and it was fun to listen to a stream and listen to the streams and watch some of your videos while I'm working in the shop and doing my own things. And sometimes when I get bogged down where I'm like tackling life, and I'm just like, man, there's just so much. Sometimes taking a couple minutes of break and watching a video can just change your whole mindset and say, this is why I'm doing it. This is why we're doing it. So that's my spiel, I guess, for right now. Brent Bug. In New Jersey, great weather. Prayers to Colorado, Midwest. Winter storms hitting hard. Wow. Glad I was able to get some free time today to catch Buck and stream and your stream. Dude, thanks for spending that time here, G Carter. You guys spend so much time here. I'm gonna sign off here in a minute. I thank you for that, because time is our most valuable asset that we have, and it's a balance. And when you guys spend time watching my videos or spending time with me on a live stream, that's pretty powerful to me, more than any of this crap. Okay. Nice in Yukon. Thank you. It means a lot. Later, G. Who loves Bear Claw? Love Bear Claw. Buckin's a game changer. Positive attitude. Incredible. Love your energy, just like CP. But yes, no doubt. No doubt. Keep spreading the kindness this week. Yes, definitely. Make somebody's day. Make somebody smile this week. Even if it's something little. Could be a view. comment on somebody's video that has a small channel, comment on somebody's video that has a big channel, whatever it is, something small, just to make somebody smile this week. That's important. Man, Tin Man, it's all about the people. You're right, Tin Man. You're spot on. I can't wait to film with you, man. I'm so happy for you to hit 10,000 subscribers. When I saw you in the chat and you were like, I'm leaving, I gotta go make a video, I knew it was coming, and I was like, I wish I was there. I wish I was just sitting there watching the excitement that you would have. That's a great accomplishment, man, and there's some cool stuff that you can do with that. And it's very exciting to see you succeed. I want you to be the next one. You know what I'm saying? Or right along with everybody. It's just a great thing, man. And many blessings to you this week, man, because I know you work hard and you work hard on your videos, and you definitely show people a lot of stuff. John, you made it. That's all that matters. John Hudson, what did I miss? Who needs help? John, thanks, brother. Thanks for popping in. Love what you're doing. John Hudson, because I love Nick and Katie. John, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. From the heart. I've been listening. Tim Basco. Tim Basco, I know you're always listening, man. You always check in on me. I appreciate you. You can't make more time. You can always make more money. That's what it is. Like, I always like to help people where I can, man. Because it's like you gotta make money to pay your, but that can come. It can be over tomorrow. So if you can make a video with your family, do it tomorrow. If you make a video with a friend, do that tomorrow. If you want to make a video by yourself, put it on YouTube, inspire somebody, create something, just have fun, say hello, make that happen. Too many people lost this year. That Pepsi's been out here for all weekend. You guys are great. 10K is a huge mark. It is, definitely. Love this channel community. Thanks for your time. Awesome. Let's crush it. Let's crush the week. Solid dude. Jeffrey Thomas, thanks, brother. Listen, let's crush this week. Do what we got to do. Thanks for subscribing. Sub number 1 to my little channel. Andrew, that's what I do, man. That's what I do. If anybody, hit me up with an email. If you're going to make a channel or do something, I try to spend my time across the board and split it up. So if I don't comment right away, it doesn't mean I didn't watch. Usually I'm a lot of people's first thumbs up, but it doesn't mean I didn't watch. I'll get to it when I can, but I try to do the best I can, just like many of you. You bounce around. It's life is busy, but I always try to make time. And it's a two-way street, like my friends in Manly say all the time. It's a two-way street. We go back and forth, and we try to check in on each other. Life gets busy on one side. Sometimes you gotta pop in and make it work. But it's very encouraging. It's very encouraging people to start a channel, and I think it's not for me. It's not starting a channel for me. It's not starting a channel probably for anything else. Do it for you. Do it to make yourself feel good, for your family, whatever the case may be. Enjoy those videos and make better videos. I'll make content to help you guys if I can. So, listen, I'm gonna let everybody go. I gotta get this buttoned up here. We do have heat. I'm gonna turn it back on for a few minutes. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for you guys. I want you guys to crush this week. Have a wonderful week. Be nice to somebody. Be kind to somebody. Do something big. Life is a blessing. I can't wait for a campfire season. It's almost here. If you guys are having a campfire, spirit fires, good thing. Think about your friends. Think about your family. Think about life. Whatever it takes. Crush this work week. Let's come back. Maybe we'll do a midweek pump. We'll see you guys this coming weekend. Check out my videos when they launch. I appreciate that as always. Leave a comment if you can. A thumbs up, a thumbs down, whatever you want to do. Doesn't really matter to me. It's people. It's you guys. All right? Love you. Take care. Many blessings. We'll see you in the next Pixel.